Hi everyone, it's Vic up today sharing with you a layout that I've designed for Lottie Loves Paper using the Echo Park New Day collection. It's absolutely beautiful and full of good vibes and spring as well. So my idea for this photograph was to try and utilise some of the cut apart sheets that are in the collection. I really loved the one there with the bee on that says "Don't worry, be happy," and the cute little bird square as well that says "You are so tweet." I had this really pretty photograph of my two daughters from back in May 2017 having fun amongst the bluebells, dancing around and playing. Excuse me. And really wanted to use that on the layout. So instead of using those cut apart journaling bits as the squares that they are, I decided that I would get my Big Shot out. I rarely use it, which is really bad of me. So decided that I would get that out, and I had some circular dies which were just the perfect size for the internal bits of those cut apart cards. So I have cut them. The "Don't worry, be happy" is to 2 3/4 inch, and the "You are so tweet" is to 2 inches. So that was going to be the design element for my page, to the idea to have a cascade of circles of different sizes going down the center of my page. Now, on one of the other cut apart cards in the collection was this beautiful one, and it had such a lovely quote on saying "Take time to dance among the wildflowers," and I thought that went really nicely with my photograph. So I decided that I would also cut that apart and use that for the title for my page. So as you can see, I've cut it so that they're all rectangular in shape, but the wildflowers didn't quite fit or look right, so I decided that I would fussy cut that word out instead, and actually that works perfectly and I can get away with that. So now what I need to do is have a look through those papers in the collection and pick out a few that go with the colour scheme that I'm going for, so sort of greens and yellows really for that background to colour match my photograph there. I didn't want to go too dark with the papers just because I wanted the photograph to still stand out amongst all the other details. So I have some yellow ones there and green, and then I've also stuck the photograph onto that bee paper there that you see on the left and just freehand cut that circle around it with quite a small border. It doesn't matter that it's not perfect because I've distressed the edges on that one. I didn't have a bigger die and I couldn't be bothered to set the silhouette up to cut a perfect circle around it. So by distressing it, I've got away with the fact that it's not completely circular. So I've had a play around now with where I'm going to put the title and just fussy cutting some of the florals out from one of the sheets of paper, and also this super cute little camera. And I'm going to gently mark with my pencil where I've placed those circular elements on my page. And now I'm going to create a mixed media background. Now, I have used normal cardstock here because I'm not going to use a lot of water, so it won't warp much. But I have a really lovely 6x6 stencil from the So Happy Together collection by Simple Stories that was floral, and I thought that would work really nicely with my papers. Now, what I've done is I've used my Distress Oxide inks in Weathered Wood and Bundle Sage because those colours go really nicely with the collection, and I've just wiped them gently across the top of my stencil and then literally activated those inks with my water spritzer and almost then stamped with my stencil rather than actually applied ink through the stencil. Now it does give quite a messy effect, and you can only just make out the floral pattern in some places, but I really love the effect that it gave. And also I love the fact that when you put two different coloured distress oxide inks together and spritz it with water to activate them, they sort of merge together and create different colours. So I was really pleased with how that turned out, and it just acted as a background for my layout to sit on and a little bit of added detail as well. So I moved where that top left green circle was, just because I wanted to balance the page out a little bit more rather than having all the big circles on one side and the small on the other. And I'm just using some of the floral border sticker to decorate that green circular element at the top and the yellow one at the bottom. Added my fussy cut florals, and I'm also now bringing in some chipboard elements as well to my page. And the reason that I'm using stickers and fussy cut elements and chipboard is because it just adds to the dimension and feel of the page. Obviously, like the chipboard and the stickers have a shinier surface to them than the fussy cut papers, so it's all just adding little bits of interest here and there. And just going to pop in as well that random bicycle chipboard piece as well, because we're outside, we're having fun, and I just thought I could probably get away with that because I don't really do scrapbooking of the girls riding bikes. So yeah, your elements don't always have to fit with your photo subject matter. There's always artistic license when you're creating these layouts, and I just think it worked out okay. And actually, because that bicycle's yellow as well, it helps just balance out that top and bottom yellow circular element as well and draw the page together a bit more. So I'm really having fun with this layout, and I actually adore how it turns out in the end. Really pleased, and the colours in this New Day collection are just so beautiful, really spring-like, and I'm having so much fun creating with it. Adding a few more floral elements in now with the puffy stickers, like little ditzy florals. And some more chipboard elements, these little circular elements with hearts on, which I thought fitted nicely as well. Just trying to balance out the colour between all the different areas on my layout and fill in the little gaps as well. It's always this bit that I find takes me forever, because I do like to play around with where everything's going, and I really don't stick much down until the last minute, until I'm absolutely happy with where everything is. And then that's the tricky part for me then, is then trying to lift things up gently and stick them back where they were originally. So tucking that chipboard floral underneath my photograph, which I've stuck on some foam pad just so that it's raised up from the rest of the page and it draws your eye to it. And now I'm adding on some shimmer paste. Now, really, this should have been done at the beginning of my layout when I was doing my my mixed media background. It would have been a lot easier, but I wasn't sure where I was going to put it or if I even needed to add it on. But it's like a very, very pale cornflowery silvery blue colour, and went really nicely with the colours in the collection, and actually just added a little bit more texture to my page, and it also catches the light really nicely when it shimmers. So last few finishing touches now on my layout, just using the same Distress Oxide inks, the Weathered Wood and Bundle Sage, and also some black Stays-On ink with some heart stamps from the Maggie Holmes Garden Party collection. And my layout is almost done. I think I just need to add my date on to it. So thank you very much for joining me today. This has been Vic for Lottie Loves Paper using the Echo Park New Day collection. I hope it's inspired you to try and use those cut apart journaling sheets maybe in a different way, not necessarily in the way they are intended, so that they would work on your page nicely. And please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and follow me. You can find me on Instagram as well, at Forever Scrapping. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.